saw that Frankie Paul is the new Bachelorette.
Mormon Wives.
From Mormon Wives. She's the new Bachelorette.
That's crazy. Of all the girls, I wouldn't have picked her.
Well, I guess what she stated is she put a joke out there of like the Bachelorette, like I could be your next Bachelorette, like joking around. And I guess they reached out to her. And she ended up taking it. But then I've seen some rumors about her and Dakota. And then I'm like, but I don't think that's going to happen because they're just toxic for each other.
Yeah, but, they do have a kid together.
They do.
That's crazy. Of all the girls, like, if, let's say, all those Mormon moms were single, who do you think would have been, like, the most ideal Bachelorette?
For producers, Taylor. 100%.
Yeah, for the drama, sure. But, like, realistic, like, best possible candidate for, like, finding a significant other.
I think Jen would take it seriously.
Yeah, Affleck. Yeah.
But there's a couple of the girls on there that I feel like would be, like, good, like, would have taken it seriously. But the drama would be definitely, like, Demi, Whitney, Taylor.
Demi, full of drama. Demi seems like drama nation.
Well, speaking of which, on them, Jen and Whitney are in Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
I've been seeing clips on TikTok. Haven't been like watching the full episodes. But I did just see that Jen was eliminated recently.
I didn't watch it.
Whitney's still in though. Oh, Dylan Efron is still in also.
Is Mr. Crocodile in there? Steve Irwin Jr.?
I don't think he's still in there anymore.
Damn.
I think he got eliminated. Because,
For shame.
But I'm also, like, I'm not watching the full episodes.
Yeah. Well, all right. So let's go into the NFL picks while I have this here. So we did miss a week of recording because we had our sister's wedding that we were dealing with, and that was quite a lot. It was very hectic.
There was a lot that happened.
And we
Kudos
can talk about
on them,
that.
though.
Yeah, we can talk about that story here in a few, but let's get to the NFL picks first. So you did decently well, I think, if I remember right. Because it was so long ago, we're just going to start from scratch and say that this is week 1 of what you're going to be working with here. So we're going to start at the top with the Ravens Dolphins. We're going to go through, talk about the games, whole 9 yards. And then you're going to give your picks. As Celine knows, she's learning football, not a big ball knower, but still knows a decent, more than your average. You are a typical football fan's wife, is what I would say your knowledge of football is. Would you agree, or you think you're above?
I think I would be above that just because I do like fantasy and I do like try to learn some things.
Okay, so then you should go.
I think I'm
here.
No. I think I'm an amateur at football.
All right.
I wouldn't say I'm a football like wife.
Well, then let's start off. Ravens are playing the Dolphins. Ravens do have Lamar Jackson back for this week. They are... Oh, I should have grabbed my mouse pad. Let me grab the mouse pad real quick. Oh, yeah, piece of paper. Perfect. Where's my mouse at? There you are. Okay, yeah. So Ravens playing the Dolphins. Dolphins, of course, look pretty rough. Tua did look good in the last game, but as of right now, the Ravens are in the hunt for a playoff spot. They're probably going to dominate this game, is what I would assume, even as a Dolphins fan myself. Let's go Bears-Bengals.
This one I'm going to need a little bit of help on. I know Bears have always had like the lower end on the totem pole,
Last year they had the number 1 overall pick, took Caleb Williams, the quarterback phenom. You know how
You got screwed by him last year.
I've trusted him 2 years in a row, and so far it has been 2 years not super great. But they have a really good defense, or a decent defense, and then they do have all the offensive weapons that you'd be looking for. On the other side, the Bengals, no defense. Absolute shit show of a defense. The offense, though, has star wide receivers, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and then, of course, Joe Burrow's been injured he'll be injured for a while. Not until December will he be possibly back. But they have Joe Flacco, 41-year-old quarterback that's been playing pretty well in the offense. So this game, percentage-wise, shows 61-39%.
Why do I feel like it's going to be actually a lot closer?
I agree. I think it could go either way. I think because of the defense of the Bengals, I think the Bears will score a decent amount of points. But I also think because the Bengals have such a good offense.
I'm going to go for the underdogs. I'm going to go for the Bears.
All right.
Just because I want to,
Oh, let's get score predictions in here, too. So Ravens beat the Dolphins by what?
I'm going to say 30-17.
So close game.
No, 12.
30-12. So 18-point difference.
Yeah.
Bears, Bengals.
That one I think is going to be like 20-24.
I think it's going to be up. I think it'll be like 35-33 shootout.
I'm going to take notes on this because I do want to actually follow this when I do this.
All right. While you take notes, the Lions absolutely dominating this league thus far. They do have some, losses here and there, but I'm trying to see if I can see the standings right here. The Lions are, I believe that says 6-2. Versus the Vikings, they'd have a quarterback issue. They can't.
What did I say the score was going to be for the Ravens versus Dolphins? Was it
18-point difference? 30-12 is what you said.
30-12 Ravens.
NFL.com is saying 99% of fans are picking the Lions to beat the Vikings.
I honestly do agree with that, just because the Lions have actually put up a good fight this year.
They have Jahmyr Gibbs. He's been dominating the NFL. He is so good. He's on my fantasy team. Shout out.
What did I say for the score on the Bengals versus the Bears? I'm so bad with memory. Holy moly. 20-24.
Sure.
So, I think with this one, I do think that it's going to be like a closer game, but not like a.
They are rivals. They play in the same division, so they play each other twice a year.
Is it kind of like rivals, like Commanders versus Eagles?
They play each other twice a year. Yeah, they play in the same.
No, I mean but how hard they go with Commanders go.
I mean, Commanders will play, Eagles hard, Giants hard, Cowboys hard, right?
Yeah.
Because they all play in the same division. You see each other twice a year. You know each other's offense and defense. Same goes with the Lions, Vikings, Bears, and Packers. They play together. They play twice a year together. So what do you think? The Vikings have a bit of a quarterback issue where they can't really figure that out right now. Their quarterback was injured last week. I'm going to
say the Vikings are going to be 24 points. I'm going to say Lions are going to be 38.
Okay, I'm going to say Lions win 41-7. I think they dominate the Vikings.
Oh, you think that they're going to
the Vikings suck. Because of the quarterback issue.
Did I say 24?
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next game. Packers, Panthers.
Panthers suck.
Panthers are young. That's what we'll say about them. They are figuring out whether or not
offense
Bryce
to Panthers
Young
fans and stuff.
You could throw offense on this channel. We're not here to save anyone's feelings.
I am. You heartless butt.
Packers dominating the NFL. They might be the team that comes out of the NFC. Panthers are young.
I'm going to say Green Bay And I'm going to say it's going to be, I think Green Bay is going to dominate them. So I really think it's going to be like 14 to 44.
I'm going to say 31-9 Packers. Next up, this is going to be... Now, fans, I think this is fan voting. 87% chose the Broncos. 13% chose the Texans. Broncos, great defense. Offense is getting better as time progresses throughout the season. Texans, no O-line. Their O-line sucks. Their defense is phenomenal. They have a good quarterback, decent offensive weapons. Where are you at on that?
I'm going to pick the Broncos. But I'm also going to say it's a close game. I think it's going to be like 28-32.
Broncos are 6-2. Texans are 3-4. Yeah, I think I'll go. I think this is going to be an ugly game. I think this is going to be a pretty heavy defensive game. So I'm going to say like 21-14 Broncos.
Yeah, I just think the Broncos are going to win that one.
All right, next up, we have Falcons. Patriots. My mouse is being whack. All right, Falcons, Patriots.
I haven't heard much about the Falcons this year. I have heard some on the Patriots.
Yeah, they're balling.
Yeah, so I think I definitely am going to go for Patriots.
Patriots are 6-2. Falcons are 3-4. Falcons... quarterback issue over there. Of course, Michael Penix isn't really playing great football right now. Kirk Cousins is their backup. He did not have a good game last week. So I'm going to go Patriots as well. Drake May's playing the best football in his career, even through year 2.
Score?
This one might be ugly. It screams ugly. Like 28-12 is what I'm going to say. 28-12 Patriots.
I'm going to say 2020. Or not 2020. I mean 2024.
You can guess a tie if you want.
Well,
20-24.
Then who takes the tie?
In the NFL, in the regular season, there's just a tie. Like this season, we had one tie. And it was the Packers-Cowboys that tied.
Oh, that's interesting.
So the Cowboys are 3-4-1. 3 wins, 4 losses, 1 tie.
Interesting.
Yeah, it sucks when it comes to calculating out who makes the playoffs and all that. Next up, Niners, Giants. Niners defense is ridiculed with injuries.
Yes.
Giants just lost their star running back in Cam Scatterbo. And they don't have Malik Neighbors, their star wide receiver. But
my bad.
So they're out one receiver, they're out a running back. But the Niners defense is rough. It's not good. So where are you at? The offense is getting healthier for the Niners. Rookie quarterback for the Giants, Jackson Dart, been actually playing not bad football.
Who did Giants first last week?
The Eagles, and they lost.
No, I know the Giants lost against them. I watched the game. I just didn't remember who they versed.
They lost 38-20.
Dang. I know the Giants have actually been putting up a fight this year. They've been actually doing not horrible.
Okay. You watched any Niners football?
No.
Nope.
I'm going to say Niners.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be a close game. So I think it's going to be like 32-24.
Okay. I'm going to go Giants here.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's 21-18 Giants. I think Jackson Dart, rookie Dart, is going to... I don't love the defense of the Niners. Tyrone Tracy is sitting back there as the backup running back, and last season he performed pretty well. This season, of course, he's taken less work because Cam Scatterbo's been so good, but he won't be there.
Colts.
Next up, Colts, Steelers. Colts. are dominating the league right now. Jonathan Taylor has an MVP case. Steelers defense, although they're known for defense, has been pretty rough this far this season. But Aaron Rodgers is on the Steelers. DK Metcalf on the Steelers as well. What do you think the score will be? I think we're both in agreement it will be the Colts that win this game. But what do you think?
I think it's gonna be. I hate predicting scores. Let's go 39-25.
Okay, I'll say 35-13 Colts. Okay, Chargers. Justin Herbert, Dayton Madison Beer unlocked a whole new level to Justin Herbert. Titans. They're playing the Titans. Rookie quarterback. Offensive line's not great. Defense is okay. Not a whole lot. Now, the Chargers defense is kind of fraud alert. They're not great, honestly. You take away the takeaways, they're not that good.
Yeah.
So, the offensive line for the Chargers, too, pretty darn rough, as they've been ridiculed with injuries. So, you think Justin Herbert and his new girl are taking the show, or you think Cam Ward, rookie quarterback, steals the show from them?
I'm going to go for the underdogs. I'm going to go for the Titans.
Titans. Wow. All right.
Gotta throw it in there somewhere.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
Okay.
I think, yeah, Madison Beers is rising on my celebrity crush list every day I see her. Justin Herbert puts up a baller game.
How many celebrity crushes do you have?
I have a lot.
I feel like you need a scroll and you just go, and it just rolls.
No, I've got like a solid. I can appreciate an attractive lady. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyways, football talk. Score prediction: Chargers, Titans.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 32-24.
30-24 Titans.
32.
32-24 Titans. Okay. Next, I'm going to say Chargers dominate. I'm going to say 33-6. Saints, Rams. Saints just rolled out for the first time last week. Rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck played a couple snaps, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Rams, absolutely. Their elite offense. Puka Nacua.
I'm going Rams.
Getting healthy. What's the score here?
I think
Saints are garbage.
I was going to say, I think Rams are going to dominate. I think it's going to be like 44-14.
44-14 Rams. God damn. That's a high scoring game. I'll say,
okay, do you want me to change it to 38?
No, I'll say 28-7 Rams. I think that they're going to dominate and get out of there kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It'll be over early, so they'll bring on a lot of backups and all that.
Jaguars versus the Raiders.
Oh, God, you're going to choose the freaking Raiders here, aren't you?
I thought about it. No, I'll be nice. You'll
be nice. It's your prediction.
No, I'm going to be logical. It's going to be the Jaguars.
Okay. Jaguars over the Raiders by what? I think this is going to be a sloppy game. Jaguars are currently sitting at 4-3. The Raiders are sitting at 2-5.
I think it's going to be like 25-18.
I think it'll be like 24-21 Jags, but it'll be ugly. Sloppy. All right, these last three games you guys won't see on the screen, but we'll just run through those. Probably the game of the week is this one. Chiefs, Bills. Chiefs, of course, towards the top of their, Super Bowl bound possibilities and all that. Some people say this is the best
Are
team
they
in football.
in the running for Super Bowl this year?
I mean, they're 5-3.
Okay.
The Bills are currently sitting at 5-2. The Bills just came off a bye.
Yes.
Josh Allen, of course, married to Haley Steinfeld.
Dude, you know way too much about these girls.
Patrick Mahomes. How do you not know that? I follow the NFL page on Instagram, so they post that all the time.
I don't follow.
They don't have anything to post in summer, so typically that's when players get engaged. Is this off season? So
Makes
the
sense.
NFL just posts that.
Well, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Yeah.
Which Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce will be at this game, well, we assume.
Speaking of which,
Hang on. We'll get to whatever you got to say. Let's get through these predictions first. Bills Chiefs. Big game.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm still going to root against them because I just don't like the Chiefs. I'm going to pick the Bills no matter what.
Bills Nation. What's the score?
I think this is gonna be an ugly game. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be like 28-25 or even like 32-35. Like I think it's gonna be pretty damn close.
So, what's the final guess? The Bills.
I'm gonna say
Go ahead.
28-25.
28-25?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say 38-33 Chiefs. No, sorry. Bills. Sorry. 38-33.
I'm snitching.
No, sorry. I meant to say Bills.
I'm
38-33
snitching.
Bills over the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes chokes on a fourth quarter drive because the refs don't give him the flags that he needs in order to win football games. That's a hot take. But next up, Seahawks taking on your Commanders.
I know. Commanders are not doing so hot
No,
this
they
year.
suck. Commanders are terrible. Commanders are awful. I hope your husband watches this. You know what? I hope our brother-in-law watches this. Commanders suck.
Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Seahawks. Sam Darnold. They have a top 5 receiver in the NFL. Jackson
the
Smith
score?
and Jigba.
What's their score?
Oh, what's their record? The Seahawks are currently sitting at 5-2. Commanders sitting at 3-5. Commanders are dog shit.
Look at your Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Seahawks because
Damn.
I know.
Unfaithful to your organization.
You didn't even pick yours either.
I picked the Bills.
No. You're a Dolphins fan. Don't
that's
play that.
That's different.
No, don't do your co-op.
But that's different.
No.
We have no chance of winning. Our coach is literally talking shit on our quarterback, saying that our entire game plan is to not throw 10 picks, 10 interceptions, when Tua threw 3. Our quarterback played with pink eye last week. Homie was wearing a visor. So it's okay. We want to lose. We want to tank. We want to tank to get rid of the crap that's in our organization right now.
Is your team ever going to upgrade their quarterback?
That's what the plan is this season. Seahawks beating the Commanders. You said it. What's the score?
I want to throat punch you sometimes. The score is going to be 27-14.
27-14. Jaden Daniels is projected to return. I don't know if that helps you at all.
No, because every time he projects to return, he still doesn't put up points right now.
Okay, so you're saying Jaden Daniels sucks.
I'm not saying that he sucks. I'm just saying that he, right this moment, has been injured and has been trying to focus on his health. So he's been doing that.
Okay. So you said, I'm sorry, what was the score one time? 28-14?
27-14.
27-14. Absolute routing of the Seahawks over the Commanders. I also am going to take the Seahawks I'm going to go, it's an abomination. I'm going to say it's 31-7 Seahawks.
Give Commanders a little bit more credit than that.
No credit deserved.
Hey, last week they put up 14 points or like 17 points or something
And
like that.
who'd they play last week?
I can't remember. I was watching the game yesterday too.
Let me see.
Or not
Games?
yesterday. The Titans? No, they were playing the Chiefs.
They put up 7 points.
Did they put up 7 points?
28-7.
Oops. I wasn't paying attention that hard then.
28-7.
Wait.
Week before that, they lost by 22 to the Cowboys. They lost 44-22 to the Cowboys. And then the week before that, oh God, it's getting ugly.
Let's just stop. Just shut that.
Let's get ahead.
No, just shut that.
They lost to the Bears 25-24. 3 games in a row.
Okay, 25-24. That's literally 1 point.
Yeah. Last year, though.
Anyway.
All right. Last game of the slate. Cardinals, 5%. Cowboys, 95%.
I'm going to have...
You're a Cowboys faithful now.
No, I'm not. I don't want to say them because...
Then don't. Pick the Cardinals.
But I just know that the
Cowboys defense sucks. The run game for the Cardinals
offense
sucks.
Yeah.
Cardinals defense. It's okay.
Cowboys offense.
Cowboys offense is there. It's decent.
Compared to the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals need to get rid of their QB. And they don't have an OC, offensive coordinator.
To project the correct thing, it's going to be probably most likely the Cowboys.
And what's the score? What is the final score here? They put up 44 points on the Commanders. Let's see, last week. Last week they put up 24 points. They lost to the Broncos 44-24.
I'm going to say it's going to be 32-14.
32-14, final prediction. I'm going to flip that. I'm going to take the Cardinals. And I'm going to say that it's going to be 21-18 Cardinals. Rough game. So, are you happy with your picks?
No.
What do you want to change?
No,
You're sad with the outcome, but you're happy with your results.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If there was like a game here that you could absolutely pick and you're like, that game, I can guarantee this team wins if you choose them. What's the game? Would you pick the Commanders to beat the Seahawks for your husband? Would you pick the Cowboys to lose because you hate the Cowboys so much?
I wish.
Would you pick your Raiders to win?
No. I would probably say the Colts versus the Steelers. That one, I'm pretty confident in that one.
No. I'm saying like you get one game to guarantee you choose the winner. Like if say that the Commanders beat the Seahawks, it will happen. But you get one that is guaranteed.
Oh.
So if you choose the Cardinals to beat the Cowboys, the guarantee one, what game would you choose?
No, I would have to go with the Commanders versus Seahawks. I would have to say the Commanders would win that one.
Wow. You think Jaden Daniels comes back and balls. All right.
If he's got some Saquon Barkley in him, because Saquon's done that to me.
Saquon's been on your fantasy team. He finally put up a good game for you.
Last 2 games.
Yeah, pretty decent.
Or no, I think they were on a bye actually 2 weeks ago.
How are you feeling about your fantasy season thus far?
I'm definitely my bench does pretty well.
Your bench does. You have an act for putting 30 points on the bench every week. Somebody pops off. So what we should do is we should do some insane like parlay for just taking the over on players on your bench. That would be so funny.
Could you imagine if my bye players just magically came out with
that would be
30
elite.
points or something?
Oh, it is ruled that Terry McLaurin is not going to play.
I'm pretty positive he's not going to play.
Well, he's projected 0. So, now
I am proud of myself, though. I put up 144 points against 96 points last week. So that's my 3rd game that I have won.
Now our league is fairly close
4th.
in the rankings. We have 3 people tied for first between myself, one of my buddies, and my fiance. We have 4 people tied for presumably 4th, technically 2nd. Being our sister-in-law, our aunt, one of our friends, and you. And
I'm in
then
4th. That's
tied
wild.
with 4 people for 4th.
Oh.
Yeah, it's currently 5-3, 5-3, 5-3.
Oh, we're
4-4, 4-4, 4-4, 4-4. And then the bottom is 3-5, 3-5, 3-5.
My husband.
Yeah, he sucks.
Might lose and have to do the punishment. Yes.
It's so close though. It's literally
No, I know. It's all
first
basically
to last is
2 games can literally change everything.
Mm-hmm. Like even our playoff percentages, I mean, are all very close. No one's like a lock, which is crazy because this is week 9. Typically by this point you've had somebody kind of, set aside themselves from the rest, but no one has done that thus far, which makes for great content. Okay, earlier you said we needed to finish the predictions, but you said, speaking of which, it had to do with Taylor and Travis Kelce.
Oh, I was just going to say that I was watching the Chiefs versus Commanders game on Monday, and I had made the comment, I was with someone and they were like, has Taylor popped on the screen yet? Has Taylor popped on the screen? I go, this is what I don't like about football. Is the fans that say that they're football fans, but I'm not saying that person was I'm not saying that person was a football fan or not a football fan, but
anyways,
they did say that the only reason that they're a Chiefs fan is because of Taylor Swift, and I was like, ew.
Yeah. Travis Kelce finally had a great game, which helped me dramatically. That is huge. Now, I want to transition a little bit over. We talk about Taylor Swift and all that. That brings up our sister got married this weekend. She's a huge Taylor Swift fan. It was hectic. Wedding was on Saturday. We showed up Friday for rehearsal and setting up.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that wedding coordinator, because I think it would have been a lot of chaos without her.
Yeah.
We'll get to why there was some chaos to it, but on Friday when we were setting everything up, I felt like at the beginning everyone was kind of lost, and it was almost like there was so much to do that it was a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But she stayed cool, calm, and collected. She stayed in the pocket, was just telling us to do, went through the reads, found the touchdown downfield kind of thing. She did a great job, for real. But yeah, so they had initially planned for the rain, put up some tents. We got chairs set up, lights set up in the tents, whole 9 yards. It looked fantastic. Honestly, I was telling people that I think it looked great with the tents. I think at first when the tents were just up, you were kind of like, oh, they're tents.
It was just needing to see the vision. Yeah. It looked great. Honestly, how the outcome of the wedding turned out to be and how it was before, both setups were great.
So then we all wake up Saturday morning after spending literally 8-9 hours out on their property
till basically
till 7.
Yeah.
Working on, setting everything up. So then we wake up Saturday morning and everyone's in panic except for the bride.
We did not let the bride know.
Big
until
40-mile-an-hour wind gusts decided to roll through the area and blow away all the tents, decorations. Everything was all pretty much unsalvageable to
shout out to the bride and groom, though, for how calm and collected they were the whole entire time.
So then I got there. I got there really early before the wedding, right? We were supposed to do photos at like noon or something like that. Noon or 1.
Yeah,
but
everything
we pushed
had to
that
be
back.
pushed.
Yeah. Because it was a scramble to get this wedding set up. So the groom hopped in the tractor immediately, started clearing out a barn with a bunch of hay bales and all that was in the way. And then we got it all swept out and everything. We moved the wine barrels and everything for decor that we could salvage. We moved that over towards that area. And it was literally all hands on deck. Anyone that could help, which was so funny because our father showed up and he was like standing there talking to someone. And I'm all, get your ass to work. Like, almost like a drill sergeant. It was so fun to boss my dad around all day. And then, and yeah, I'm like, and it's so windy and it's so loud because the tractors are going and it's windy and all this.
Yeah.
So I have to like yell at him. And I'm like, help me get these wine barrels, shit, like stuff like that. We're just literally going, and I am running through this wedding venue to grab wine barrels and bring them over. And then, anyways, I'm like, we get the barn finally cleared out. So then the groom goes and starts working on another project, and a bunch of people start working on another project. And I'm like, okay, the best decoration is going to be these lights. So I was like, let me just get going on these lights. People can work around me on a ladder. And so we had one of those fruit picking ladders, super tall ladder that I was on top of, just moving around. And then to get the middle area of the barn, couldn't really set up the ladder. So they brought the tractor over. I got in the bucket of the tractor. The tractor lifted me up and then got it done. There were 2 people I trusted to drive that tractor. And it was either the groom or his older brother. I was not letting anyone else. And luckily, the older brother said that he would drive. No worries. Cool. Because someone else offered to drive, and I was like, no. Hell no. But then we got tables set up in there, chairs set up, whole 9 yards. And then, like, we get notified by one of the best men. And they're like, hey, we have photos in 5 minutes. You got to get down. You got to get changed. And all of us groomsmen stopped working. We got changed. And then, boom, we were ready. It was crazy how quickly we went from being covered in cobwebs and dust and dirt to, oh, we're in our suits. Let's get our photos done. And then, of course, the rain stormed down.
We looked at the weather the day before. We saw that it was supposed to be like 20-mile-per-hour winds. So we're in the hotel room and we're talking, and it's the bridesmaids and maid of honors and the bride. And we're sitting there, and it said 0.04 inches of rain was supposed to happen.
Maybe in the first 2 minutes.
That 0.04 inches turned into maybe what?
It was dumping. It started hailing.
I have a video of me and the bride in a minivan because we were waiting to do the first look with her and her husband, and
didn't want to get her dress dirty.
Didn't want to get her dressed because it's a ranch.
Yeah.
And so we were sitting there, we were waiting, did the first look with the father, and then we're in the van, and all of a sudden it starts dumping on us. And we're sitting there going, oh no, oh no. And then it starts lightening up, and then starts dumping again.
Yeah.
And then it lightens up, and then it starts dumping even harder. And all of a sudden, you just hear the ding, 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 ding. And you just hear the bride go, look at the balls. And I was recording at that time. So I have a video of her going, look at the balls, which was so cute. But for them to like,
keep their cool,
have smiles on their faces. I think also with them seeing how many people helped them in such a short amount of time. And there was people that were guests of the wedding that showed up that were helping. There was people that weren't even invited to the wedding that showed up and even stayed.
One of the he was a bridesmaid, and he showed up in his suit to the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But he just started working because luckily he had like spare change of clothes.
No, he didn't change at all.
Well, he had an undershirt. Then it must have been an undershirt because he didn't wear his button up
Yeah.
while he was working, but he wore his dress pants
Yes.
because he didn't have, and then he didn't wear his dress shoes. He wore running shoes that he had as backup.
Yeah.
So
and then his fiance also jumped in and helped.
Yeah.
And
so many hands on deck, and it couldn't have been done without everyone's help because, like, I mean, there was so much to do in so little time, right? I mean, I got there at 10:30, 10:45 in the morning, and the wedding was at 4. And to have to move an entire venue, over is a Jurassic task. And yeah, got it done. Seemed like everyone had a great time. Everything had to be changed very last minute. Even the DJ, his laptop wasn't working.
Yeah, and they had to find a replacement.
So they had a JBL speaker. He put the mic to the JBL speaker.
Oh, for the ceremony, because the ceremony was, yeah.
And then so then he got his laptop to work finally.
No, he borrowed a laptop.
Oh, okay.
That was not his laptop. Damn. He borrowed a laptop, and his completely took a crap. And so he borrowed someone else's laptop, and then
it all worked out.
But the photos with those clouds,
it was great.
It looks so great.
Yeah, my fiance, she brought her camera. She was taking photos the entire time too, right?
Grandma looks so happy in some of those photos.
Yeah, she does. But yeah, the photos turned out immaculate. I mean, and she's so good at cropping and editing the photos too that they look that much better. But the whole wedding, I mean, as a whole, was fantastic because it was there was so much. How do I put this? I don't even know the right word. So much, like, I guess, love put into it by everyone.
That's the part that was the unique part of their wedding, was just seeing how much support they have. That was like the prime thing of everybody was there to make sure that everything, it wasn't going to be their dream perfect vision, what they were envisioning, but everybody was there and was helping. And that's one thing that I applaud, just her the whole time we were trying. I had to change the subject a few times in the car when we were sitting there waiting for the rain to light up, and she would be just the village that I have here right now, like the people that are just sacrificing their own time. Like, they don't have to do this, but they're doing it out of the kindness of their hearts.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great to see. And speeches, there were six speeches. I think so. I think 6.
6 or 7 speeches,
something like that. Yeah. You and I both gave a speech. Mm-hmm. What did you think of your speech?
I was so scared. I
was shocked at how many people I didn't know at that wedding. Like, I guess when I think of, because it's our sister, and when I think of our sister, and
did you know a lot of people at my wedding?
Yeah. I think I knew more people at your wedding than that wedding. Because he's a track guy, a lot of his track friends and his school buddies and all that came, and some of her nursing friends and all that came, and I also think I've just met a lot of you and your husband's friends.
Yeah.
Then I don't really have a lot of opportunity to meet our sister and her husband's friends, because I don't, I haven't been to a track meet or anything like that.
I would actually like to go to one of those just to see it. And
I wish he was competing. I would like to go for that, because
see him, but he's the coach, so you get to see him actually guide the people. And
fair. Plus, I feel like every time there's an opportunity they have a lot of tournaments that are very far.
We can make a vacation out of it.
Yeah, true.
Vacation.
Whose speech was your favorite? I think the
his
the groom's brother
yeah,
that didn't know he was giving a speech.
that was hilarious when he walked up to us and was like, "I'm not giving a speech, right?" And I go, "I don't know." And then all of a sudden it was,
And then he
and
got
Seth?
called. Yeah. And he's all, what? Yeah.
Yeah, no, him just pulling that speech out of thin air, and
Because they made it that much better that he didn't have anything prepared.
yeah.
And he did that. You know, like, yeah, no, they were all good speeches. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
I do agree. When I talked with our sister, there was if you notice with everybody's speech, when they talked about both of them, or even just mainly her, they all basically said the same exact thing in different ways. Except for the gullible part.
well, that's why I whispered to you when the speeches were going on. I'm like, I whispered to you probably 3 or 4 times. I'm like, shit, that's in my speech. Like, shit, I was gonna say that, you know? Like,
yeah.
But you know, I mean, I guess that just speaks to how, because a lot of us talked about the village, the support, the love, etc. that they have, you know, and
Well, and also how independent, and they like how determined she is, or he is, like
their connection, that whole 9 yards. Yeah. Like everyone, yeah, that just speaks volume of, we all saw the best qualities of them too, and just all emphasized it, you know, like just spoke about it. And overall, great wedding, I would say.
Yeah. I also liked how she incorporated, or I actually think she said that it was her husband's idea, but the German food.
Yeah.
Like our heritage, bringing
There's
that
German
in.
beer there too.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I'm a little.
I think there was. One of the best men, he brewed a bunch of the beer that was there.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I tried a handful of them, and they're pretty good.
I smelled them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They smelled good.
Yeah.
I wish I could have them.
In order to get to the wedding, you have to go through the first date. So I'm going to go through a couple Reddit posts of what's the most hilarious thing that's ever happened to you while on a first date. So we'll start here. I was on my first date with my current boyfriend. We were walking down the beach and we decided to sit down at a table and talk more. We talked for maybe 30 minutes and decided to head back to the car. We got back to the car and I'm about to get in and I realized that I forgot my purse at the table. The table was so far down from the beach, somebody could have found it and taken it. I was crying. My grandma's wallet was in there. I was holding it for her because she was in the hospital at the time and she doesn't trust any aunt to hold it for her due to her theft issue. I told him that we had to run and that I was so sorry I forgot it. He was so sweet about it. He understood. We get to the table and it's sitting right there. Thank goodness. Funniest first date ever. Not really funny, but I was waiting for like, he trips, falls, like, you know, or he gets exhausted halfway through and stops or something like that, you know? This guy I was seeing invited me over to his dad's house to watch a movie. They were hoarders. Thankfully, there was room to walk around, but every table, counter space was filled. Anyway, he served me wine in a red Solo cup since he couldn't find any clean cups. He put his bare feet on the table right next to the snacks we were eating.
Oh, that would bother me so much.
Yeah, that's terrible. We watched a movie in a room that had a gorilla taxidermy head on the wall. And when air conditioning kicked on, I got a strong wind of cat pee. He tried to feel me up. I stayed sitting upright at the corner of the couch the whole time and bolted as soon as the movie was over. It was disgusting and funny at the same time. He was clueless why I decided not to see him anymore. That sounds like an awful first date. I don't think that...
I can't handle...
I would have left way before the movie ended. To think she sat in that...
I've done that, though. I've kept myself in uncomfortable situations where...
Have you ever come up with an excuse on, like, leaving a date early?
No.
I feel like I have.
I have not, but like I've gone like to a guy's house and then been really uncomfortable. Not like he was being creepy or anything. It was just more of like I just couldn't handle the household that I was in, and I just basically waited for the hour to be up, and then
Like, even if you're a dirty person, right? You live dirty or whatever. It's crazy to me that your first impression is, hey, I know my parents are hoarders, but let's hang out here.
also what blows my mind is,
And like not even attempting to clean, it sounds like.
or maybe he did, and that's as far as he could get. But also like the cat pee smell. That
I couldn't. That's where I would draw, like, I would be like, I could deal with a little clutter, but cat urine, absolutely not. I'm out. I just cannot.
well,
I'm super sensitive to it,
yeah.
but
I would say I have a good sniffer because of the things that I like would randomly smell, and then my husband is blown by it because I'll be like, someone peed somewhere, and then I'm like upset about it. But you would know the experience where I just recently watched a dog, and then my dog decided he was like, I'm gonna start marking everywhere.
shout out.
He hasn't done it since, but he definitely was I definitely noticed the scent real quick and definitely cleaned my house real quick.
That was pretty funny when you called. For context, I received a text message and said, "Do you want my dog?" That's all I received from you, and I'm like, "Oh, he did something."
I don't even blame the other dog. I literally blame him.
Blame both dogs.
Well, like, yeah, but she's cute. He is cute, but is so annoying sometimes.
This one I think you'll like.
Okay.
Went out with a guy for our first date and all seemed normal. We picked up sushi and headed to the beach to walk the sunset.
Oh.
No clue how this happened, but the poor guy accidentally let out the hugest fart and actually shook the sand underneath us. The worst part, he didn't acknowledge it whatsoever. So I'm sitting there in complete shock, trying to start a new topic of conversation to make it less awkward. And after that failed, we mutually decided it was getting late and to head home. He dropped me off at my apartment, had the most awkward side hug in the car, and I never heard from him again. It would have been hilarious if he could have laughed at himself because we all fart. So probably not a hilarious date to him, but I still laugh about that monstrous fart till this day.
I would have died laughing. I'm not gonna lie.
I can see how
if I was on a first date and someone just ripped a fart out like that, I would have laughed so hard. And then I would have said, like, everyone farts, it's fine.
Yeah, but like that's a fact. It could have been an insecurity of his.
What if he thought it was her? What if it wasn't him, but he thought she was the one that farted, and that's why?
You definitely know if you fart.
But like, what if it was?
You've let out farts that you didn't know were yours?
No, I've never done that.
You're like, God damn. Woo. Woo. You've done that?
I've never done.
Yeah, damn, Dale. Like,
No, I definitely know when like it's mine or when.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he definitely knew that was his fart. And when it shook the sand and she probably like bounced a little or some shit when he farted, he was like, oh. But yeah.
But weren't they walking?
I'm assuming what they are saying is like they walked the sunset with the sushi and then they stopped and sat on the sand and then he ripped out.
Could you imagine just sitting there and all of a sudden you just...
I can understand why there's no second date. But I can also understand how, like, if he would have gone through that, they could have gotten married and then that would have been like a wedding story.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
It would have been hilarious.
All right. This one, first date, we were kissing in his car with his playlist on shuffle. Went from a current pop song to Careless Whispered by George Michael. He said, I swear I didn't plan this. Oh God, I'm so sorry, was his response. Not sure if I believe it. since I know you can set things up on Spotify. I laughed either way. Second guy I dated, we were heavily making out and getting touchy when my Fitbit went off. Step goal reached, it said. I said, oh, nice. I met my goal today. Thanks for the help. Or something along those lines. We laughed hard at it.
That's hilarious.
That is crazy. Let's do a couple more, and then I think we'll be actually good to get on out of here. My first date with one of my exes ended up with us making out in my car downtown near the park we'd been walking by. As we were doing our thing, some dude knocked on the window, which scared the shit out of us. He was a scraggly looking dude, but he was beaming a genuine looking smile, and he shouted through the closed window that he was so happy young people like us were able to express our love. He then literally skipped away, still smiling.
Aww.
We had that movie moment where we paused, looked at each other, then started laughing. It was as wholesome as it was bizarre. That is creepy.
I was gonna say it's kind like it's an awe, but also ew.
To interrupt someone, like to go out of your way to be like, oh, look how adorable they're being. Let me go tell them how adorable they're being as they're in the middle of their moment is insane.
Some people just don't.
And then to skip away is crazy. That's like serial killer action. He genuinely might have killed those people later on he might have. Creepy.
She posted the story.
Creepy segment. Maybe it's AI. It does say deleted 5 years ago. Oh shit.
Does it really?
It does. I swear to God, it says deleted.
That's wild.
All right, let's see. My now fiance and I. Okay, so they made it through the first date.
Okay.
They went to a seafood restaurant when we just started dating.
Okay.
I accidentally and quite amazingly accurately managed to squirt a fair amount of lemon juice straight into one of his eyes while squeezing a lemon piece out over my food. He was basically crying out of his one eye while dabbing it. Then he had to go wash it out in the restroom. Think people around us thought he was crying for real. We just found the whole situation hilarious and still joke about it to this day.
I've never done like in the eye, but I've definitely the lemon juice across the table or lime juice.
See, whenever I squirt a lemon, because I've been squirted with a lemon, like in the face, I think. What? So every time I squeeze a lemon, I cover my hand with it. So I will literally do this that I can't.
I think my favorite food splatter one was when I was going like this with crab legs and popped it that way and it shot across and hit Dad in the face.
Was that at Red Lobster? I was going to say, I feel like I was trying to think of restaurants that you would have had the opportunity to have crab at.
Yeah, there's not that many in our town.
Well, no, not even that, but like that our father would have gone to.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And Red Lobster would have been the one.
Yeah, no, it was at Red Lobster.
All right. The date was just so funny to me. My roommate was concerned meeting someone from a dating app, so they dropped me off and were in a restaurant close to it. I met this guy, not a catfish. We ate at Chipotle. He only knew how to talk about himself. So he paid for both meals. I realized he didn't even expect me to talk. I realized whatever I was doing, he wasn't even looking or cared, even though he was looking straight at my eyes. I started shoveling food into my mouth, and the food just kept falling out. Not because I wanted to, because my jaw dropped in awe from this fella who didn't let me talk. The guy just kept talking and talking for about 2 hours, and food was just falling out of my mouth. I asked him if he wanted to ask me any questions about my life, and he said no. End of date. Was real hilarious on my part. That's insane.
I hope there was no second date for that one.
It's funny because I went on a date where we were at Chipotle eating, and I didn't let her say a word.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just kidding.
Rude.
I'm just kidding. That wasn't me. I promise. All right, let's do one more and then we can get on out of here. Me and my current boyfriend are both sports shooters, and once there were European championships in our city, so we went to see them. After we looked around a bit, we found a pretty isolated place to just sit down and rest, but there was only one chair, so I was sitting on his knees. All of a sudden, some French dude shows up, probably a jury, sees us and exclaims with a very strong French accent, "Oh, beautiful, beautiful," and something about young love. He was very sweet and smiling all the time and asked if he could take a picture of us. We agreed, and after that he gave us a pin of the French shooting squad. We thanked him when we left, and we started laughing at the whole situation and how cute and open the guy was. We never found that picture anywhere on their site, though. Awkward. Again. Would you be uncomfortable at all for somebody doing that?
Well, I'm awkward about a lot of things, so yes,
that's
but also I like it would be awkward, but I would be like, okay, what? I would kind of just laugh it
How
off.
do you think that we break you out of this awkward barrier? Like, what's the medicine?
I don't need to take medicine.
No. Like, what's the solution is what I'm saying.
Maybe I just
So I can
need to
figure
become
speech.
more social, like go do more things. I don't know.
So do you think before? Because you used to be quite the social butterfly.
Yeah, and then I started working from home.
So you think remote work has...
Hermaned me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like a crab.
I don't like. I
You're
don't.
like a turtle.
I don't really
Like
go
out of
out
your
that
shell.
much anymore.
So you think you were more social then and able to deal with those awkward encounters more than now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also didn't really care back then about what like I said
Fair.
or anything. So, and
Now you do.
I think I'm just in my head too much.
Now? Mm-hmm. Why do you think you're in your head more now?
Because I don't socialize that often anymore. I talk on the phone all the time because of my job, but I don't like.
I think it's so funny to put you in awkward social encounters.
Hate when you do that.
Oh my goodness. The Shiba Inu that we saw in San Diego. I'll never forget that one because that was... Oh, what did you say at the wedding? Oh, you said hors d'oeuvres. Let's go get some hors d'oeuvres. The way you said it. Oh God.
Yesterday, I said I was explaining about how you asked if I had drank alcohol at the wedding, and I was like, "Oh, the bride can test to it. The groom can. This blow." And I kept saying "test," and my husband looks at me and goes, What are you saying?" And I go, "What?"
You meant attest to
And
it.
he goes, "No, say it again to me." And I was like, "A test?" And he goes, "No, you weren't saying a test. You were saying test to." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." So
Did you get mad at him for that?
No, I didn't get upset. I just told him to get out of the room. I was like, "Go away."
I didn't get upset, but get the hell out of here.
But so he goes and he was playing VGs. So he goes and gets back on his video games. And I hear him talking to his friends going, "Hey, so," and one of his buddies goes, "Isn't it test 2?" And he's like, "Isn't she saying it right?" And I got up because I heard him talking crap. So I was like, "Oh, you can sleep on the couch tonight," like joking around.
Hell yeah.
And he was like, "No, I don't want to sleep on the couch. I'm just keep joking." And I go, "Uh-huh."
Some couples genuinely do that? The whole sleep on the couch?
No. We always like, well, like if we ever get into like an argument or anything, we always take our moment. But within the hour, we come back to each other. And no matter what, we never go to bed like upset. Well, yeah, not like upset where we're angry with each other. But we work through all of our problems and we never sleep in separate areas. The only time that we've done that is with sicknesses.
Really?
Yeah.
You just didn't want to get sick. Wait, did you sleep elsewhere because you were sick and you didn't want to get him sick? Or
no.
he was like, "Oh, you're sick. I'm sleeping somewhere else."
No, it was snoring.
He was snoring or you were?
He was snoring.
Oh, like a fucking beaver. Just
when he
gnawing
gets
on a piece
when
of
he
wood.
and it's the same thing for me. When I get sick, I snore. When he gets sick, he snores. There was some nights that I needed sleep, so I would either go sleep on the couch or he would sleep on the couch.
Interesting. I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever
It's only happened
been
a
a
couple
snorer.
times.
Because, like, when I get sick, like when I get a clogged nose, I end up being a mouth breather. Because I feel like I'm not breathing.
No, that makes sense. It's only when my nose is clogged is when
And
I
that
do it.
sucks, because then I wake up with a sore throat. What are you going to say? Huh? To close the show. What are you going to say? You say some stupid, what was in your mouth? Oh. Spooky ghost. It's haunting me.
Have you seen I think it's in Scary Movie?
What, the lady?
The ghost in and the football outfit in her?
She's in the football shirt?
I think she's in
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I've seen that. No, that doesn't happen
and then
to
she
me.
gets so clingy.
Yeah, no, that doesn't happen to me. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.